Welcome everybody. Very happy to share today about the themes of 2025, about the energies that I feel within my own self, within my body, within my surrounding, also in the one-to-one sessions that I have in the coaching that I practice. There's recurrent themes that come in the last few weeks and around winter solstice also, and that are announcing what we will all go through in this year 2025. And I also talk a little bit about the energies of the numbers that resonate with this year and that illustrates those energies at play. One of the very important theme that struck me in the solstice and I think will be very prevalent in this year is the sensation of balance. And this comes with the number 5 of 2025. 5 is a number of balance because it's in between the 1 and the 10. It's like you have a complete cycle from 1 to 10, and 5 is the middle point. And I have experienced it very strongly that this energy that is there for this new year is this capacity we have within ourselves to feel the interplay of the magnetic field. And from this subtle perception, if we find the point of balance, then what happens is everything is like radiating very naturally, effortlessly. It's like we can have a spontaneous flow of the energy if we take enough time to settle, relax, and feel this balance point within. Then if we, that's what I call balancing the polarities, recognizing the balance point from the subtle body. And this is very important because number 9, so 9 is subtle, is the subtlety of life, the magic of life, what is beyond the veil, that is there all the time. It's like the lines of codes of the matrix that make everything happen, but it's invisible, it's unpalpable, we cannot see it. We can only, if we relax and go within deep, then we can see beyond what our eyes, what our 5 senses are telling us. So this is a lot about that this year. It's like our 5 senses show us one version of reality, but if we blindly believe that, we are entangled into a process that is sucking our prana, sucking our energy. But if we settle and peacefully remind in ourselves, then we can have a deeper perspective on those 5 senses, what lies beyond the veil. And for me, that is what is happening this year. It's like when you have 25, it's 2 plus 5, it's a 7. And 7 is about stories, the mind games, the mind stories we tell ourselves, and that creates our persona, the person we become in the world and that we want people to see. It's the good guy within us, the good girl within us. Okay, so out of wanting to be loved, to be accepted, to be seen, to be recognized, we create a persona so that we make sure that we will get this attention somehow. And what happens this year is like we go into a deeper place of subtlety within ourselves. Like 9 is very deep, very subtle, beyond the veil, like I said. And what happens is those stories that shaped our personality, that shaped our identity, they are no longer working. It's like there will be a part of us in 2025 when we speak those stories about ourselves. No, 5, number 5 is about sharing, expressing, communication. No? So when we will share those stories, it's like a part of us won't believe them anymore. We will not believe what we say anymore. And that might be confusing for some people because it's like something is off. What is happening? I don't even believe the stories. And actually, this is a good thing. This is a very, very good thing because those stories, they were protection mechanism. This is the strategies that our mind created to fill the gap of what we don't want to feel. Okay, so it's filling a gap that is the gap between who we are, our authentic self, our deepest self, and what we want to show to the world. Okay, so this is really what will happen this year is like we will start to share our stories and say, but is it really true? This like because these were lies. Those stories, they were just covering up. They were like part of our defense mechanism, hiding the deeper wound. Okay, we tell things to the people to hide what we really feel, because we feel separation, we feel sad, we feel angry, we feel scared, but we cannot show that to the world. So we pretend we are something we are not, and this pretending will fail this year. It's like there is a part of us that will start to show us that these are lies. And this is the good thing with number 9. Number 9 is the highest number between 1 and 10, because 10 is already 1 plus 0. It's already a new cycle. So 9 is the highest number you have, because when you come down to just one number, by adding that, it's always come from a number from 1 to 9. So when you have 9 into the picture, it's like you want the best, you want the maximum, you want the full potential. So this is what is activated 2025. It's like a part of us will not be peaceful, satisfied, relaxed for less than the best for us. Okay? So it might sound a little scary, but in this, it's like, but those stories, there was just a way to compensate that I'm not really happy, I'm not really satisfied. There is something missing and I don't want to see it. So this year will be these stories, this defense mechanism, they will start to collapse if we allow ourselves to feel. And on the negative side, if we don't take this from the positive perspective that, okay, those stories, they are not valid anymore. I need to change the narrative, okay? So it's a very creative year, is that just change the story. If you don't like your life, stop sharing about this. Stop sharing about your past and everything you became and all those stories. Share about something that is alive today. Even if it's a very small thing, just share about that and be grateful about it. That's the idea. It's like a 9 is like the medicine of the utero. It's like the potential, the whole potential is there, waiting us to give birth to it. Okay, but we will give birth by sharing it. That's the word, the power of the word. When we start to share from something that is making us alive, then the universe will multiply it. Every word we speak is a seed that the universe will multiply. So if you don't like your life, stop sharing about it and share about what is really making you vibrant. This is subtle body. That is, it's vibrant. Your cells are vibrating for it. Maybe it's not true to the world. Maybe it's not true to your environment, direct environment and surroundings. But this is, your cells are vibrating it. And if it's true for you, the universe will multiply it. So go for that. Because on the negative side, if you don't go for your creative self, 9 will become an extra pressure, like a tyrannic pressure. And because it's related to 5, it can be very physical. So it can be sickness, it can be like harsh things coming from the material plane to show you that, okay, this extra pressure to bring you back to, okay, no, this is not what I really want deeply. This is not who I am. And the more you do it on the creative side, taking time to settle, to relax, to check your nervous system, because this 5 is a lot related to the nervous system. This is my advice. Go to the podcast, Reflector Podcast. I talk a lot on the nervous system. So we can recognize the different parts, the landscape of it, and start to function. from this part of the nervous system that is regulated, relaxed, secure, and that we can really welcome the new. So take time every day to check the state of your nervous system. And don't start to share important things or making choices out of a nervous system that is in a protective mode. If your nervous system is in dorsal vagal, or if it's in sympathetic mode, that means survival, protection, then don't go so much into interactions and important choices. Be sure that when you have those important meetings, or important times when you need to meet people, make decisions, that your nervous system is in a relaxed mode, that you feel at home within your body. And this will completely change the energy of the year. And it's not like, okay, I need to meditate for 2 hours before I go out. This is not that. This is just humbly, it's a lot of humility. Humbly recognizing when I am protecting myself, when I am hiding, when I don't want to face the reality and I need to protect. Then just recognizing that, and you can say it, this is not time for me, I'm not completely available for listening and receiving you right now because I'm in a protective mode. Just saying it, acknowledging it, will already relax the system, because a lot of our defense mechanism, that's the 7 or 2 plus 5, they will show up. And if we start to act upon them, the universe will, because it's not who we really are and not what we really want. It's just the cover-up story. The universe will put pressure and more pressure, so we release them. And it will be painful, and it's not needed. This year can be very spontaneous, a lot of flowing energy. 9 is in the traditions, when you look at the sacred scriptures of India, is the abundance. They are the 9 treasures of wealth, abundance and prosperity. Then they say 2 times 9, 18 is the 18 occult powers. That is all the capacity for your psyche to perceive the creation and to perceive with your being completely open. This is also number 9. So it's when number 9 is with Prakriti, the whole creation serves you. It's endless blessing. Beware of that. 9 is endless blessing. When I was meditating yesterday, 1st of January, I did my ritual, fire ritual about the energy of the year, and I was like, there was so much coming, and I could feel so many parts of me blocking the flow of this prosperity and blessings. I was afraid that it's too much. These are the defense mechanism. We had to put some tap, because when the flow is too much, we freak out. So we have so many taps on all our energy system and our chakras to limit the energy we can allow in. These are our defense mechanism, and it's not bad things. They were put there for good reasons. So when a defense mechanism pop up, it's not like, I need to process that. This is bad. No, it's not a bad thing. It's a part of us that we were not aware of, that we need to honor, that we need to give love, reassurance, security, patience, compassion. It's a part of us that's okay. It was protecting us for a very good reason. Something that we were not ready to take in at the time. It's just our past showing up to be integrated into a larger perspective. And these defense mechanisms, they are full of resources, full of qualities. And they will stay with us with those qualities. Leaving the defense mechanism doesn't mean we will leave those qualities. That just means those qualities will be available to us anytime we need them. Not only when the defense comes, the unconscious defense. So that will be capacities, new qualities within our magnetic field, like friends, that will allow us to perceive the life from a much deeper perspective. So each time a defense mechanism comes, take time, breathe, and welcome it. Be curious about it. Ask, dialogue with it. Why are you here? Where do you come from? What's your name? What's your shape? What's your qualities? Discuss. This is a type of shadow work When you engage with curiosity, the defense mechanism will immediately relax, and you will feel it because your nervous system will start to show signs of relaxation, yawning, relaxing. And it's instant. You can do it. It will be like instantaneous. And maybe some others will pop up because a lot of them, a lot of protection will come so that we can perceive from a bigger perspective. 9, in its essential quality, is when we are relaxed, completely secure within ourselves, and we have infinite patience. This is number 9. And its highest octave is like we have infinite patience. We can welcome anything. We have all the time in the world. It's beyond time and space. So how we do that also on a concrete level is that this number 7 can manifest as imbalance in the Agni, our digestive power, digestive system, digestive fire. Okay, so when we block our aura, number 7 is connected to the aura, and we block within our own stories. It's like we push back the Agni, we push back the digestive system, and we make it less strong and imbalanced. It's like a fire that cannot really burn everything that we give to it. Okay, it's like we cool the fire a little bit. So one thing that will be important to be aware of this year is the balance of your Agni, your digestive power. And for that, one very important thing, we have the 10 sutras of Agni in this Ayurveda that we're sharing. But 2 of them, I resonate with them a lot for this year. The first one is to eat only when you feel hungry. This is very important. This will balance the system on a physical level, but also on an emotional and spiritual level, because we compensate so much when we eat out of, we want to cool down this inner fire of conflict, and then we deregulate, we imbalance our digestive power, and this is making us then very imbalanced in life. The nervous system gets shaky. So it's very, very simple. Eat when you are hungry. If you don't feel hungry, just don't eat, and wait. Maybe for 1 meal you don't eat, maybe 2 meals you don't eat, and then you wait until the fire comes. He is alive in the stomach, and he's asking for food. This is important, and it's very, very simple. It doesn't say you have special diet, eat this, don't eat that, don't go to the mind. This is a year, don't go to the mind. The solution will not come from the mind. This is a year to dissolve the mind. The more you will dissolve the mind and open up your subtle perception, then the mind will serve you in very, very clear way. He will give you clear targets, and he will give you a frame for your essence. Number 9 is your essence. For your essence to manifest, then number 7, the mind will manifest this essence in very clear and focused way. Okay, the mind this year is used as a focus to manifest from your essence. But don't try, anytime you have questions, just go down to the feeling. Feel the conflict. The question comes from an inner conflict. And just see, there is a defense mechanism. Here there are 2 needs within my own psyche. They are in conflict. But I need both to be honored. There's no choice to be made. I just need to honor choice A. I need to honor choice B. The both needs, the both qualities. And then C will appear. This year is a year you don't settle for less than all that is alive within you. You want the totality of it. That's number 9. You want the totality of the perception. You don't want to settle for and to be satisfied with less than I want everything of it. And this comes from a desire to be whole. This is our desire, deepest desire for wholeness. So don't push down those desires and start to go for, okay, I know we need some control, we need some security sometimes, and these are needs we need to honor. But don't go only for these needs, denying all the rest of them. The needs for freedom, the needs for experience, the needs for exploration. These will be there. And they're already alive within ourselves. It's not that we need to manifest some crazy, huge project so that we start to feel alive. It's not about that. It's an inner perception. Life is available already within. We don't need to wait that something happen in the outside for us to feel it and feel the abundance of it. So first law is eat only when you're hungry. This is so deep. If you just respect that, it's simple, but it can completely change the life. And another thing which is related also to that is once a week, relax. Relax from eating for, like, let's say 24 hours. That you leave a little larger gap so that your subtle body can come in. And your Agni is not so much focused on the material digestion of food, but your Agni can be alive on deeper, more subtle parts of your being. The subtle Agni can be activated. And this can happen if you let go of the work of the physical Agni for 24 hours. It's enough. Just if you don't like fasting, you don't have to fast. You can have just, some juice, celery juice, vegetable juice, fruit juice. Do whatever you like. This can be small juice or very, very, very light food. But you relax. The idea is that you relax the physical Agni so it can be awakened on a more subtle level. This once a week will make you in tune with the flow of the planets, because the flow of the Agni within us goes with the cycle of the week in the solar system. So this will make you aware of the magnetic field more of the planets and the true place and of alignment for you in your life. Then you'll be like a fish in the water following the currents of the magnetic field of the planets. This is living a subtle life. It's just like you live from your GPS system. You don't have to think about it. It's just flowing. When you start to have questions, go within. There is a defense mechanism popping up and waiting for your attention and your love and your compassion. That's all. But 2025 can be spontaneous if you just settle within yourself and don't wait for the outside to clear anything. It will all come from the inside. 9 is that you give birth to yourself every instant of your life. This is the medicine of the womb, the utero. 9 is the medicine of the utero. And whether we are a man or whether we are a woman, this year is to be a living embodiment of the wisdom of the womb. Okay. So, eat only when you're hungry, and once a week for 24 hours, relax your digestive system and meditate more. That's a very simple Ayurvedic advice for me for 2025 that can completely reshape the way you relate also to your physical body, and that you allow really the subtle body to be the biggest part of your life, because that's what we want this year. And to go back to the stories we tell ourselves, be mindful of what you use your word for, because that's the life and the universe you give birth to. So just be aware of what is happening in your essential self and start to share from that. It will multiply very fast. It will manifest very fast on the outside. But beware of your words. This is the time to change the narrative. Number 7 is the number of architecture. No, 2025 is being the architect of your own destiny. Being the architect of your own destiny. These are 3 powerful statements. Being the architect of your own destiny. These are the magic words for 2025. Each word you speak is creating who you are, creating how you perceive the world. And either it's a blessing or it's a curse, but it depends only on you. Nobody else is responsible for that. You want your life to be pure blessing, or you want to be a curse. That's what you decide to share and make alive. Being the architect of your own destiny, that is 2025. It's so interesting. I'm so happy about it. And check the balance every morning. Check the balance of your nervous system. Do some special exercise to relax the nervous system. One very simple I'm giving you right now. When you feel that you are in protective mode, that your nervous system is tense, you can just go inhale deep. And then you exhale like very long exhale like this. And you will start. You do it 2-3 times already, you start to feel, there is a sense of relaxation. Okay? Because there might be this feeling this year of too much. This is too much. And the people who resist the change, because 5 is a change, it's a lot of change. Don't wait for 2025 to be easier than 24. It's a lot of change. So if you resist change, the direction is burnout. This is when you will burn yourself out. But if you go with the change, relax this part that is, it's too much. The nervous system will give you extra resource to face any adversity that comes your way. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Watch your nervous system. Nourish it. Nourish your nervous system by going into nature, going to cold water. Go if you have sea, lake, any water place near you that is wild and stuff. Go there, bath there. Go with the flows of nature and look at the sun. Look at sunrise, look at sunset. These are all very, very simple things that we forgot because we only have artificial light all day. But this is the most simple way to balance your Agni, digestive power, and to balance your nervous system. Look at the sunset. Look at the sunrise. Enjoy this simple moment in nature. This will completely change the way you relate. Your nervous system can relax, and then you can welcome more and more and more. So this is what I wanted to share about the 2025. And there is this idea of this balance point that we need to take some moment every morning when we wake up to find this balance point within ourselves. And when we stay in the balance point, this neutral 0 point, then radiance starts to happen naturally. We don't need to look for anything. When you hold the balance point, radiance is a natural consequence. Don't look for anything. Don't try to solve anything. Just find the balance point. Meditate on the balance point. Breathe in the balance point. And let your radiance happen automatically. It's the time for the universe to serve you this year, not for you to chase around. This is my wish and my prayer, that your tranquility will attract anything, everything for your highest good and the highest good of everything that is alive. That's my prayer. May tranquility prevail for you and for everybody this year. Sat Nam.